I know, guys, I said I wouldn't talk about it one more time, but I got a lot of positive DMs and I appreciate those so much. But I also had the Hasbros Unite and, over 500 comments. Majority of people understood my last video, but there were a few that didn't. And I got a bunch of DMs with the Hasbros, coming at me saying that I shouldn't have did the comparison at all. It's inaccurate. It just shouldn't happen. So I just want to address that type of logic. You don't got to watch it, man. I don't need the views, but on my channel, I do need to address anyone that wanted to act like my comparison was so unfair or so off base. Guys, before we get into another banger of a video, I want to say thank you to all my usuals that support my channel. I appreciate it. Everybody that likes, everybody that comments and just shares their opinion below. I appreciate it. I like Dallas, man. He posts some of the most creative and best looking custom / kit bashes I've ever seen. Definitely one of the best Instagrams I follow. So shout out to him. No shade to him at all. He just asked a question. That's all. Apples to apples or an unfair comparison. So he's pretty big on Instagram. He had almost 2,000 likes on that post and over 100 comments. So of course, if there's almost 2,000 likes, some people with too much time on their hands then wanted to DM me and attack me and make it seem like I'm being unfair or the comparison shouldn't be made. I don't think that was Dallas's intention, but obviously he has a big platform on Instagram and he just asked a question. So I'm not addressing him. I'm addressing the Hasbros that probably came from his post. Some of them admittedly did and wanted to come for me. Also, this man right here, he said this: the HasLab was too expensive, but there is no, that's the key word here, guys, no comparison here. For your next video, compare Air Jordan Retro 3s to the Walmart Shack Attacks because they're both sneakers. Ouch. Okay, you got some jokes. Well, I got some jokes and logic too for that type of thinking. I like this guy too. He's done a lot in the diorama community. I don't have no issues with him, but this just isn't one of the things that we happen to agree on, which is fine. You don't need to agree with everybody on everything all the time to respect them and be cool with them, or for y'all still to be cordial, okay. But it definitely makes me ask the question, how is this not a fair comparison? And he said this, which I want to speak on, which is, hey, it's getting your video views and convo, so that's cool. Thanks for the love and be easy, brother. Now, like I said, I respect him. I'm cool with him. No issues at all. But this is a similar rhetoric that I have gotten from other people too, especially about views. As of right now, that video wasn't even my most viewed video of the month. And even if it surpasses my most viewed, I can make 2 videos and easily beat the views or whatever that video has garnered me so far. So I definitely don't need the views if you look at my catalog. And actually, for the record, you get less views when you go against the companies that everybody loves. Everybody's precious baby Hasbro or whatever. You get less views, you get outcasted when you do that type of stuff. And Retro Blasting would know all about that, guys. So it doesn't work that way. You don't do this stuff for views. It hurts you in the long run, but I'm sharing my honest opinion. I don't care about the views. But imagine if I did just accept every promotional product or piece offered to me, and I did always praise Hasbro and have a bunch of Marvel Legends on my channel, and my channel would be 10 times bigger than what it is now. But I don't do that stuff. But I just find it funny, like, hey, we're not supposed to bring up the HasLab, or people like, hey, you're still talking about the HasLab, or this car is still a thing? Bro, they re-released the same figures mold 10 years later. People are still bringing up and talking about the Bucky Cap mold, but it's like, hey, don't bring up the HasLab. Nobody talk about their failures in that car. It's like the second you do it, you want attention. No, the second I do it, I'm trying to bring up comparisons and trying to correlate logic and bring up facts. That's all. It's just a comparison, an example. But anyways, that type of logic brings me into my conclusion, which is over 18,000 views, 500 comments. Most people got it, but there were a few that acted like there is either no comparison, or a comparison shouldn't be made, or it's not fair to make a comparison. You already know what I'm about to say to all of y'all. Bring that ass here, boy. This is just my opinion, guys. Don't get so butthurt about it. The same way I don't get butthurt about people sharing their opinions. It's okay. But anyone that has that logic, which is there is no comparison, I personally think that's a part of the problem. That allows companies like Hasbro to do dumb shit whenever they want to and then think that they can sweep it under the rug. They're both sneakers, they're both handbags, they're both cars, therefore a comparison can easily be made. It's apples to apples. This isn't apples to watermelons or apples to trees or apples to a flat screen TV. No, this is still apples to apples, both plastic cars. Both 2 cars, both have 4 wheels, both a similar size, both over 15 inches, both have a top, middle, and bottom, both have either a hatch or 2 doors that open. And here's the most important reason, guys, why I feel like the comparison is fair and makes sense. Both are completely made of plastic for the most part. The Ghost Rider car had no die-cast metal within the frame or structure. Both plastic cars with 4 wheels and a way to insert figures or a figure inside, both a similar size. Now, of course, the HasLab had more detail. It should, for almost $400 after tax and stuff. It should have more details. I don't care if it was a Spider-Mobile. Both made out of plastic. So who is anybody kidding saying that there is no comparison? Who is anybody helping by saying there's no comparison? It just doesn't make sense. By acting like comparisons cannot or should not be made. And then there was quite a few people that would just say, well, McFarlane's looks cheap. Okay, which I admit it probably is for $60, but I'll still take that over spending almost $400 for a more premium looking paint job. So everybody's just like, well, it looks cheap compared to Hasbro's. I sit back and laugh and I say, well, compared to whose bros? Whose? Nobody's ever got to hold it. If you believe seeing it behind a glass display case at Comic-Con means you know the quality was A1, I feel bad for you. Because the fact is nobody's ever got to hold it, handle it outside of the Hasbro team. So how can you swear that the quality was so great and premium? Guys, let's keep it real, bro. They didn't use plastic imported from Mars or Venus. This is the same plastic that they use all the time. This is the same plastic, more than likely the same plastic that they used when they gave us motorcycles. It's the same shit. Now, I'm not saying I know for a fact, but more than likely it's the same exact plastic with a better paint job. Yes, the paint job looked amazing on this thing and the detail was amazing on this thing, and it should be for almost $400. But now all of a sudden we're gonna act like it's not the same plastic, most likely from the motorcycles. This is plastic we've always gotten. Now all of a sudden it's more premium because of the paint job. Stop. Shit, they didn't even use the real plastic car in the promo video for the HasLab. They used all 3D renders. So once again, how is anybody swearing the quality in the plastic was so premium, so Gucci, so amazing when nobody's ever got to hold it, play with it, or review it? You guys, to me personally, you look funny. But of course, that's what tons of people are doing for Hasbro, and I'm not really surprised. I said it looks amazing. Nothing wrong with saying it looks nice, but you guys are swearing to the quality on something that you never even got to hold yourself. Shit, something that your friend never even got to hold a review. Why are you so diehard on swearing about the quality that you honestly know nothing about? Your friend's mother's grandmother's uncle never even got to review it. How is everyone so sure it was so premium and amazing? Just regular Hasbro plastic, guys, that we seen on a ton of other products. But I guess some interior design and a matte black paint job is enough to bet your life that the quality was A1. It's mind-boggling to me the amount of people that swear the quality was so amazing and see nothing but promo images, but everybody swears they know it was so premium.
Let him cook!
Premium, aka the same exact plastic that they used to make the motorcycles.
I said let him cook!
Yo, I'll be the first to admit that I will be happy as shit if Valiverse is able to put out that military Vanguard truck without crowdfunding and it could be at a cheaper price than what Haslo would do it for. I would be happy as shit. But I tell you guys right now, what I'm not gonna do is only see promo images of it or see the truck behind some glass at a convention and swear that I know the quality is A1. Oh hell no. I'm gonna need that in my hands, or at least another reviewer's hands that I trust, before I make those assumptions and claims. The comparison is fair to plastic cars with 4 wheels. It's a similar size. One's not a truck. No, they're both sleek cars. The point of my video is the same as the point in this one. Stop pretending that 6 to 7 inch vehicles need to be crowdfunded. That's the point. And I guess the new point now is stop pretending that it's an unfair comparison, or it's apples to oranges, or apples to sneakers, or apples to flat screen TVs. No, it's apples to apples, bro. Definitely is. Stop pretending that it's an unfair comparison when they can be compared, and more than likely, at least for the consumer's best interests, the buyer's best interests, they should be compared because we're spending our hard-earned money on these products, so they should be compared. Stop pretending that 6 to 7 inch vehicles need to be crowdfunded. That's just straight BS, and McFarlane and Spin Master have already proved that, as well as DC Collectibles, Mattel, and tons of other companies in the past already have done it. Stop with the BS. Classified team, take notes.
Write that down, write that down!
Legends team, take notes.
Write that down, write that down!
And McFarlane, why drop a $60 vehicle only to follow it up with a $250 vehicle? My guy, you proved the point with both of them not being crowdfunded, sure, but you could have really proved the point if you made both of them cheap and accessible, especially when Spin Master's Batwing, Batplane, or whatever it is only a few inches off from your dimensions that you have now on your $250 plane. Now I get it, maybe you proved the point with one and said, hey, you want to make some extra cash on the other, that's fine, but your paint job is better than Spin Master's, and so is your interior design. Yours is better. Overall, the McFarlane 251 has some extra details that the Spin Master one doesn't, but sheesh, man, anything you could have dialed back a bit just to get it to be around $150 or cheaper, I'm sure that thing would have sold out just as fast as the Batmobile. Actually, I'm pretty sure I know it would have sold out just as fast, because the Spin Master one that was 17 inches on Target, that has sold out officially now. So yeah, yours would have sold out just as fast if it would have been $150 or cheaper. I don't think this thing is worth $250, but hey, what do I know, right? I'm just a guy that makes dumb comparisons.
G.I. Joe, classified, Marvel Legends on my mind, Valaverse and NECA time, Mythic Legions I must find, SH Figure Arts I can't lie, Rebel Tech got my pockets dry, Set Action Figures for life, Articulated Ninja is nice, yeah, you might wanna subscribe, Action